Three ways women secretly test masculine men. Women test men. There is no denying it. And something that I've learned throughout all these years as a dating and relationship coach for men is that women have a tendency to test super masculine men more than anyone else. Maybe this has started happening in your love life and you don't even realize it. Or maybe you do realize it and you want confirmation that it is happening. But you also want to know if you're passing the test. Hi, guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Apollonia Ponti. I am a dating, relationship, and attraction coach for men, and I've helped numerous and thousands of men get results in their dating and relationship lives. You can click below to watch some testimonials if you'd like. But first, we got to stay on this video. If you are new to this channel, I welcome you to subscribe. And also to all my fellow subscribers, thank you for being so loyal. And I love when you comment below and interact with me. So please like this video and comment below so I can hear from you. All right. We have a juicy subject today. There's no denying that because I'm going to share three ways that women secretly test men, masculine men that is, and why they do it and how to pass these tests. If you're new to this channel, then you might not know, but I specialize in helping men step into their true potential, teaching them how to become the more attractive and authentic partners and actually get good and better choices with women and how to really thrive in their love lives. And to do this, you guys need to understand how women operate, right? So that's why I knew I wanted to make this video on this subject today. All right, guys, so let's talk about why women test masculine men or alpha men or sigma men, whatever you want to call it. Well, when a guy is more in his masculine or of a masculine type, he usually is confident and attractive, right? Maybe you're super fit or you have a powerful job or you just exude certain type of energy that people would call manly, okay? Maybe you're a real go-getter and you don't really have much trouble attracting women. But here's the thing. If a woman recognizes that you are confident and attractive, she's going to know that you might be able to get whoever you want and get whatever you want from them. And when we women are looking for something serious, then we want to know that you're willing to commit as well. So we want to know that you're willing to invest. This isn't just going to be something you fizzle away or some sort of fling, okay? So the main reason a woman will test you is because she wants to see if you're worth her time, okay? Plain and simple. I know. Hear me out. She's not going to give you her time, her energy, or even her body if you're just going to do a hit and run, basically. I see this most often with guys that are particularly handsome and charming. Typically high value women make them work a little harder for it. And we women have a radar that tells us when a man is using his charm or his looks to get something from us. So someone that is looking for something serious is going to test you, okay? And it's actually a good thing. She's going to be thinking, well, if he's this charming with me, who's to say that he isn't charming with other girls too? I want to know that I am special to him before anything happens. This is what she's telling herself. And then she'll start to test you. It might not even be a conscious thing that she does or she's doing. Sometimes we women will test men without even realizing that we're doing it. Seriously. It's almost like a subconscious defense mechanism that gets activated. And while this might be annoying to some men, it actually shouldn't be. Here's why. Because if she's testing you, it means that she cares. It means that she's recognizing something of value and she doesn't want to lose out on an opportunity if you're just going to think she's easy and is fine with a one-night stand because she doesn't want to get hurt. So you have the potential to hurt her, or she doesn't want you to get the wrong idea about her or judge her. Either way, by testing you, she's basically trying to weed out any guys that aren't serious about her. She's also trying to make sure that you two set out on the right path together if this is going to turn into something. Basically, she likes you. Another thing to keep in mind is that sometimes a woman will test you when something happens that catches her off guard, okay? So maybe she starts to develop feelings for you, but then she learned that you haven't really deleted the dating apps from your phone yet. Or maybe she noticed that you were particularly friendly to the waitress and she felt a little insecure in that moment. Whatever the case may be, a woman will test you when she's not 100% certain about your intentions and when she wants to make sure that you're serious. Now, another reason why women will test masculine guys is that they want to know your strengths and weaknesses. This is when we start to do some of the more mental test where she's probing to see if you're good at emotional regulation, if you're emotionally stable or reliable, right? She also wants to know if you have a temper, if you're insecure, and if you might actually be too masculine. As in, do you have the polarity between masculine and feminine energies that makes you a balanced partner? Or are you too masculine and lack certain qualities like communication skills, empathy, support, etc.? So you see, she's testing you simply because she wants to gauge whether or not you're worth her investment. She wants to know if you're going to be a partner that fits her criteria. To give you a better idea of how maybe she might actually be testing you, let's start with test one. When she teases you. This is usually how a woman will begin to test the waters. Maybe she'll tease you about something inoffensive and neutral, like how you do when you're bantering with someone. It's nothing personal, it's just fun. It can be like when you're teasing each other about whose sports team is better or which one of you is a better cook. But she might start to challenge you a bit more by saying things like, is that the best you can do? Or, FYI, I usually go for guys who have a better sense of style. Or, oh my God, you're so boring, in a joking tone, of course. She might even say sarcastic stuff like this. Glad to see that you thought long and hard about your outfit tonight. She basically is doing this to gently provoke you to see if you're defensive and if you can remain calm and cool. Now, everything hinges on how you answer these questions. If you instantly go cold and get defensive in your response, you'll have failed this test. But if you respond with humor and tease her right back, you will pass it. So, for example, let's say you take her on a casual date for burgers at this hole in the wall place that you like. And she says, wow, this is your idea of a romantic date? And you respond, geez, I brought you here because I told you their cheeseburgers are my favorite ones. And she's going to think, okay, he can't take a joke, right? But if you were like, oh no, my master plan isn't working, she's just going to laugh and you guys can keep bantering. Women are going to probe for weaknesses, and this is one of the ways she's going to gauge if you are emotionally stable and strong. As she should, because she wants to be a man with a man that does that, because then she'll be more in her feminine, she'll be more secure, she'll trust you more, the list goes on. There's so many guys that are super strong and muscly on the outside, but they're actually weak on the inside too, guys. And so a lot of guys are always like, oh, you have to have muscle, six pack. No, that just can get you to the gate, gets a woman to look maybe every once in a while. Not every woman is attracted to that. So women want a man that is self-assured and confident. So if she thinks or she sees that you lack that emotional stability, it is going to make her lose interest. Another reason why women will test you is to find out if you're just a people pleaser and are agreeing with everything she says so that she'll like you. I see this happening a lot, actually. The problem is that a lot of people pleasers get friend zoned because they don't challenge women. They don't make them feel something. And they don't rise to challenge the woman or test them. And they don't understand the difference between logical, rational, and emotional attraction. And this is something that I think is really important in order to make a woman feel something. And this is what I teach in my Algorithm of Attraction 3-month coaching program. This is a program where you have extensive coaching with me. You have direct access to me. So much more. We have practice mock dates. We have women that come in so you can practice all these things and also practice these little small tests as well if it's interest you. If you want to work with me, I would really highly encourage you to click the link right below to book a free dating evaluation, completely free. You must show up and see if you're a good fit for working with me and seeing the options as well. So let's continue what we're saying and remember to book your call if this interests you. Okay. So what happens is you get into this friend zone, usually because you become clingy or needy, and insecure guys that say yes to everything because they so desperately want to be close to this woman, right? So a woman is going to want to know if you have your own options, opinions, and if you can be assertive and stand your ground. She wants to know if you can be your own person and stick to your opinions or needs, or even know your needs. She'll test you by disagreeing with things you can say or sharing an opinion that is contrary to yours. She'll impose what she wants to do on a date or when you two should see each other. And she's going to keep an eye out for any pushback. Or maybe she'll even test to see if you comply with what she wants at your own expense. So my advice for you here is to engage in the push and pull so that you can be like, oh, I'm not a big fan of that restaurant. How about we go here instead? And then offer an alternative. Women want to see that you can step into your masculine and be in control of the situation from time to time, while still being respectful towards her, obviously. So you can be like, oh, I'm not free that day, but let's do something on Saturday instead. Or, I'm not a huge fan of rom-coms. Want to see the new Avatar instead? I've heard it's pretty amazing. So you're not just saying no for the sake of saying no. You're offering alternatives while still respecting your own sense of self and telling her why. Now, if you're afraid of saying no because you're going to get a really negative reaction from the woman, well, she might not be the level-headed, high-value, mature type of a person you should be dating. Again, women will test you, and very often it is subconscious, but it goes both ways, guys. These tests give you some insight into how she handles conflict as well. If she can just go with the flow and pivot, or even just have calm conversations about things, then you're golden. But if you tell her that no, you don't want to eat Thai food tonight, and she throws a tantrum, you might want to consider not dating a person like this. Because at the end of the day, you want someone who is stable and a good emotional regulation, just like you. All right, so next up is another test that women will throw at you, is seeing if you're the type of person who does what he says he's going to do. Okay. This is extremely attractive to women when your words and actions match. And it's a huge turn off when they don't. Trust me. It speaks volumes because it just shows who you are, about you. And it really shows a person how you operate in life too. Let's say you say you're going to get your dented bumper fixed, but never do. You say you're going to get a haircut, but never do. You say you're going to trim the bushes that started to block your driveway, and never do. Or you told her you're going to take her to this restaurant and you never do. These things are going to start to add up, and she's going to notice that you're not reliable. That is the biggest essence of a masculine man that he can bring to the table. So she's trying to test your masculinity to see if that's really the truth. Or worse still, if you say you're going to do something for her and you never do, you're going to lose a lot of points fast, my friend. Women want to be with a man that's trustworthy but reliable and dependable, because that's the essence that a man brings to the table when he wants a woman to go into her feminine. So don't ever tell her you're going to do something that you're not going to do just to get her to like you. Don't ever just say what you think she wants to hear, because if you do, then you're going to get caught and it's going to look really bad. And even if you have this bad habit of really intending to do something and then, somehow never getting it done, you need to do some self-work to overcome that bad habit. And it's not a lot, but it's there. And all areas of your life will thank you for it, I'm sure. All right, guys. So there you have it. These are the few of the biggest, I think, tests that women will put you through, and the reasons of why during the dating process. So I want you to try to assess whether or not you're going to be the guy she wants as her partner, but also it gives you the space to choose if you want to be with her too. And before I go, I want to share one last tidbit of advice. I think in a relationship, women will never stop testing you. It's always a great thing. That's when you want to be concerned, is when they do. And I don't mean this in a bad way. It's actually just a really normal part of human behavior and human nature. Human beings always want to be certain that their environment is safe. And this mentality, of course, trickles into relationships too. She's always going to keep an eye out on how dependable you are, how honest you are, how self-assured you are. Because when you stop being these things, you're going to lose value as a partner, but also lose value in yourself. So in relationship, we want to hold our partners accountable, because it goes both ways, right? So if you start to notice that she's not actively trying to be the best version of herself, or that she's not caring about things that are important to you, or that she's no longer acting like the woman you initially fell in love with, it's normal that you might start to lose interest, right? Again, it's just human nature. So the moral of the story is to always actively work on being your best self. And just because you're in your relationship doesn't mean you stop. So you can effortlessly communicate your value to any woman. And in doing so, you can easily inspire partners to do the same. So if you like this video, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel so that you can get content like this directly to your inbox every week and on YouTube. As always, if you want to continue watching, I would highly, highly, highly encourage you to watch this next video. I've actually text examples to really get her interested and have text examples of flirting, and really get her to invest and keep that spice going in between your dates. I'll put it right here in the watch next playlist. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.